Hello everyone, I'm Jay, and I'm in Enfield, Illinois, and the sign says home of Mule Days. Well, it's also home to the most intriguing and puzzling case in cryptozoology.
The night's young, it has just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild.
What I love about making these videos is I get to come to these small towns and go to the locations where everything happened. All of the witness accounts, all of the reports. It is so cool to be able to experience it in real time. And it's also cool because I'm going to bring you along with me. So Enfield Village is literally that. It's very small. Population is about 800. Now in 1973, it was probably even half of that. Well, the reason why I'm here is, like I said before, the most puzzling and intriguing case in cryptozoology. I'm here to share the story of the Enfield Monster. So let's get this started. This was the wildest, unusual, unexplained monster ever reported in cryptozoology. In the reports, the creature was described as 3 legs, slimy gray skin, red eyes or pink eyes, and it was reported that it attacked several people in the village of Enfield, Illinois. Now, I don't know exactly where the McDaniels' house sat. It's gone. It was on this property somewhere. And as we can see, I mean, here are the train tracks, so it was really close to where I'm at. There was also another house next door. It was the Garrett's house. And we're going to start our story there. April 25th, 1973. A young boy, he was 10 years old, playing in the backyard, said a monster attacked him, stepping on his feet and slicing his sneakers with 3 sharp toes. His name was Greg Garrett, and after that incident happened, he ran in the house crying hysterically. I'm not exactly sure where his house would be, the backyard would be. I'm just kind of doing the whole property. There's signs that say no trespassing, so I don't want to do anything that I'm not supposed to do, so I'm kind of going from long distance. But this whole complex would have been the 2 residents, the Garretts and the McDaniels. Now, if I was a betting man, I would say the house for the McDaniels would be probably in this area right here, closer to the railroad tracks, right? So here's Henry McDaniel's story. It said that he arrived 30 minutes after the attack on Greg Garrett. And when he got home, his 2 children were scared out of their wits. They told him that somebody was trying to break into the house and either come through the front door, or they had a air conditioning unit in the window, and the two children said that whatever it was trying to get in through that as well. So while the children were telling the story to Dad, Henry, they all started hearing a scratching noise at the front door. It sounded like the screen was being torn apart. Henry ran to the door to check out what was going on. And when he got there, he opened the door and he saw a creature, what they now call the Enfield Monster. He was shocked and frightened. He slammed the door, found a flashlight, and found his .22 pistol, came back to the front door, opened it up, and shot 4 times at the creature. According to his report, he hit it once. It hissed like a wildcat. And then in 3 jumps from the house, it made it up to these tracks, and like an instant, it was gone. Guys, I'm absolutely geeking out. These are the train tracks that the Enfield Monster, reported by Henry McDaniel, jumped from his house and ran up to get away. This is crazy that we're here in this spot. Now, guys, I'm filming this during the day. Blue skies, clear. All of this happened at 9 and 9:30 p.m. So it was really dark. As you can see, it's wooded, so that probably made it even more dark. So what did Henry McDaniel really see? So Henry McDaniel did call the police, and the White County Sheriff, Roy Poshard, and another officer came out and did an investigation. They said that in some soft dirt, they found a footprint. And it kind of looked like a dog's footprint with the pads, but it had 6 toes, which was very unusual. Guys, look at this. This is all soft dirt right here. Could you imagine 1973, there would be footprints of a creature or a monster somewhere in this dirt? So 2 weeks later, on May 6, 1973, Henry saw the monster again. But this time, it was just hanging out here on the tracks. So Henry just watched it from afar. He wasn't terrified and wasn't feeling threatened like last time. So he said he didn't need to shoot at it. So guys, I'm here at the White County Sheriff's Department. And picture this in 1973. The sheriff at the time was Roy Poshard Jr. Now, Henry, after he saw the creature a second time, felt like Roy wasn't really taking him seriously, so he went to the press. He went to the radio, and he also went to the newspaper. He told them if they do find it, there will be more than one, and they won't be from this planet. Now, this case attracted a bunch of people, from researchers to reporters, thrill seekers, and even people armed and ready to hunt the monster down. Sheriff Roy got a little ticked off at Henry and threatened him and said, hey, look, if you don't stop creating a panic in the town, I'm going to have to arrest you. So a cryptozoologist named Loren Coleman came to town to investigate the case. And he interviewed a bunch of witnesses who said they either saw or they heard the Enfield Monster. Now, some think that the creature was an ape or maybe an escaped kangaroo, but others think that it was an alien or a demon or even some genetic mutation. So after a while, the tension in the town disappeared, and there was no evidence of a monster ever existing. Now, this case was baffling because there's so many questions like, what was it? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Was it even real, or was it just a hoax? So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and comment down below and let me know what you thought the Enfield Monster really was. I bet you the McDaniel house was right here. That only makes sense. They said 50 to 75 feet from the tracks. That's about right there, don't you think, guys? Now I'm zoomed in all the way, but if you look in the middle of the screen, there's like a little treehouse, clubhouse right between the building and the cars. And I saw something on YouTube that the new owners, after they demolished the McDaniels home, saved some of the parts and some of the lumber and even the front door, and they've used it to make that clubhouse.